Hi, I'm Mike of Neil Enough Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. Okay, this is... would help if I bring up the thing. Moonhopper 3 is what we're calling this. So I'm having another go, and I'm completely... I've done all the orbit. I've got out to the Mun. About a minute to my burn, which is about here. So I'm having another go at this. I'm going to see if I can do it without smashing into the ground this time. So I'm not even going to show you the launch. Did the launch. I did all the orbiting to get out here and all that kind of good exciting stuff. But that'll be like the third time you've seen it. So I've got a little bit in the tank here. I'm actually not sure how that compares to what I had last time. So I'll be using that to slow down as much as possible. I'm just gonna need to adjust the because the planet has this annoying habit of the moon Mun has the annoying habit of rotating underneath me, so need to adjust that so it's as close to being on top of it as I can make it. So I probably want to overshoot a little bit actually, because that's because it's going to rotate a fair amount in the minute that I'm doing my deceleration. So I'm just making up numbers at this point. Let's do a little tiny warp. This little one. So what I'm hoping is that if I make sure, let's put my gear out, shall we? I remember, no, I didn't do that yet. I put my panels in. I did that much. This was anyway. Right, we're about to get committed. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. I wonder if I should be doing something like attempting more of a oh, what's that? Constant altitude burn. I don't know how clever that. I don't know how clever I would have to be in order to do that properly. Have I? Yeah. No, I've just not done my RCS. I thought when I was coming over here, I turn off the monoprop on the main tank and the crew cabin, so that I can use Werner engines without any problems. Take a gravity scan while I'm here. Yeah, so I thought that was it, but I just forgot to turn on my RCS. Gears are out. Don't know if the gears really need to be out at the stage. This might not be the stage to put the gears out. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. So what if we were going to do? More of a constant altitude burn, I'd be pointing upwards, which means I need to turn it off retrograde, because that's got very specific ideas of where I should be pointing. So I'd bring my vertical speed down. Now that's gonna, I'll bring my vertical speed up because it's currently negative. Because I want to keep that impact point more, closer to where to being there than it is at the moment. So that's getting more towards zero, which is what I think I want. Maybe I should have actually tried following the maneuver node this time. Dooby-dooby-doo. The fact that I'm using the nuke engine means it's going to take a fair while. My thrust-to-weight ratio is 0.79, so it's not huge. Which is actually exactly when you should be using more of your constant altitude type landing. Now when I run out, in about a minute, I'm going to run out of fuel in that stage. And then I'm going to have these 4 engines, and I've got much more thrust there. And then who knows what's going to happen, actually. Okay, things are still working out all right. 49 seconds. So currently, to stop myself from falling out the sky, I'm having to point more and more downwards. Because my thrust is so low. So I don't believe I could land on this engine precisely because the thrust is so low that being able to, because I have a thrust to weight ratio of less than 1, I wouldn't be able to counteract gravity. Even if I was going straight down, then I wouldn't be able to counteract gravity, which would obviously be a bit of a problem. 20 seconds, and then we'll go. Probably everything will change once I switch to my higher power engines. 15 seconds. Right, so I'm currently overshooting slightly. I want to bring my maneuver more back up that way, but you can see that the MUN has moved underneath. So I actually need to put that maneuver way further down that way. 5 seconds. And then... So that's going down really quickly. Find ourselves more at the maneuver node before I start going up. I am keeping myself reasonably where I want to be. But I'm drifting off to the south, or I think that's well, off to the right, shall we say, compared to where I want to be. So let's get rid of the maneuver. The maneuver node no longer helps me. So I'm heading off this way to try and push myself back the way I want to go. Which is actually working. Look at that. That's moving. Okay, we'll go with that. So keeping an eye on my vertical speed and trying to keep that low. I think I'm going to come down short again. My horizontal speed's coming down. What's the slope like? Slope's brilliant. Oh, let's stop here then. Oh, I'm actually going up. I've actually overshot. So I'm actually going backwards now. So I'm still 10 kilometers away. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to land. Right, okay, now. Right, so I've overshot. I'm trying to work out which direction I want to point in order to not be overshooting. I'm going to rotate because I want that window to be facing towards where I want to go, which is that way. Because that way all the movement keys now make sense from a point of view of wait. The main thing I need to do is work out which way I want to point in order to kill my current forward velocity. What's my suicide burn distance? Right, my suicide burn distance is fine. Now it's going fully retrograde. I'll be pointing that way. That's not what I wanted to do. That did pretty much the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Right. So I don't know which way. I don't know which way I'm moving. Okay, let's bring that down. Not as fast as I'd like, obviously, but right, I believe I can. I should be able to adjust when I get down there. 7. Ooh, that's. I don't have much time. Right, what I'll do is I'll overcook my coming in toward night now. Okay, I don't believe I'm gonna crash. Right, in fact I've gone slightly up. I think I want to point this way. Maybe not. No, I want to go the other way. My horizontal speed is way too high. I don't quite know what to do to fix it. Because I'm not quite sure which way, in fact, I'm going. Okay, so I'm heading that way. I don't want to head that way, so we will... Right, meter a second, I'm going to go with that. And as I get closer to the ground, I'll be able to see better which way I'm drifting, because my lights are on. Whoa. I'm actually going slightly upwards, okay. That will sort itself in a second. Still 10 kilometers away. I'm going to assume I can sort that once I'm on the ground, and I can decide where I'm going from there. So suicide burn distance coming down, which means that I'm still going slightly that way. Oh, I think I overshot that. That's pretty good. We'll just drift our way down. That was not what I wanted to do. Getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And there we are on the ground. Right, okay, I'm just going to call it there. I've got 10 kilometers to go and fetch them. They could possibly come fetch themselves, to be perfectly honest. That is certainly a way of doing things at this stage. Where am I? East Crater. So I'm in a place where I can do things that haven't been done before, do science that hasn't been done before. That's brilliant. Right, on the ground. Everything's fine. After that, now I can go start thinking about what I'm going to do next. And possibly how I can make jaunting around the moon easier, because I've been having troubles with that. And it's going to involve a lot more of those kinds of landings. And maybe I need to write some KOS scripts that are going to help me with that. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've been enjoying it. Hit like and subscribe if you have. If you haven't already. Find Neil at neilaftice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, reach for the stars.